Hello, how are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your 5 moves in 5 minutes. This morning I'm showing you 5 moves we'll be doing later on in our band classes. Once a week we have bands class where we use our long resistance band, a short loopy band, whatever bands we have, just to add some variety to our movements. The bands, fantastic. If you haven't got weights to hand, you can get a really good workout with the bands that you have. We're working on mobility, flexibility, resistance, and the equipment fits in your pocket or in your bag. So it's a really, really good way of getting some additional resistance into your workouts. As always, if you're going to join in, make sure you're feeling fit and well, and you're only going to do the movements that are suitable for you and your health and well-being, and check your equipment as well. Once or twice I have used a band and wasn't aware there was a snag in it, and it sort of snapped halfway through a movement. So again, always check your kit. So I'm going to show you 5 moves. We're going to start predominantly on the floor. We're going to start with a row. Then we're going to start with some lateral movements. Again, we're going to do that sort of on all fours. And then we're going to do a kneeling hip raise and a pull. And then we're going to come up and do a couple of glute movements. With the glute work, I'm going to be using my short loopy band. So I'm actually going to put that on now. So that's just in place, ready to go. And I start on the floor in my seated row. If you didn't want to do a seated row, sitting down, you could attach your band to perhaps some secure door handles and do a standing row. There's lots of variations we can do for all the movements that we do, always. So first move, band around my feet. Feet in line with knees, knees in line with hips. Again, with the band actually, my legs are sort of switched on already. 45 seconds work, let's go. So I'm aiming, shoulders relaxing down, gentle lean back to just pull. So I'm bringing my elbows past my ribs on the exhalation. Then my knees are bent, but again, you can have your legs long. This is just another way of getting some movement into our shoulders, which again, going through midlife, we want to make sure our shoulders are able to work and move optimally. Maybe noticed again with our everyday life, with work, quite often our shoulders may be a little bit more rounded because of posture, how we're having to sit, drive. So again, adding some rowing movement is a lovely way to again just bring those shoulders back. From here, I'm going to come to all fours. And again, you could do this standing up by having one foot on your band and then you're taking your opposite arm and taking the band away. On all fours, I'm holding the band in my right arm and then I'm just raising my arm up and back down again. So exhaling as I raise. In this all fours position, I'm maintaining that. As I exhale, I can engage my core. And from here again, I'm just working the side of my shoulders and the upper back. My palm, again, I'm always in a sort of thumbs up position. So I take my arm out to the side, my thumb sort of up, elbow relaxed, soft. Lovely. And then from there, I'm going to come to a kneeling position. So I'm starting to add some lower body movements now. Arms out in front with enough slack of the band or resistance. As I come out of my kneeling hip thrust, I'm pulling the band. So again, opening the chest this time. So breathing in, exhaling, driving the hips forward and then pulling the band back down again. Exhale. Lovely, good morning. So a combination of hips and glutes working as well as bringing the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. The other options being you could do a hip raise on the floor. So if the knees weren't comfortable in this position, lying on your back, driving the hips forward or hips up in that hip raise, and with the arms above the chest and doing a pull. Okay, and then from there, a couple of lower body moves now. So being mindful, I've got the band on to get up, so don't forget if you've got that on. First move, we're going to do a squat walk. So we're going to assume a sort of squat position, gently in that position, hinge back, hasn't got to be a low squat, and we are just walking side to side. taking the leg away, meeting the middle. If we didn't want to do a walk or we didn't have the space, again, we could just stand in our sort of squat position and tap the legs out. Or again, we can create that movement. So we're working the side of the glutes, the legs, strengthening, working against the resistance. Again, not having to hold a weight, do anything. We've got the work going on here. Nearly there. Ooh. That's waking the glutes up, which is good. And pause. And then the last move, a high knee. So we can either incorporate the arms as well. So arms up, and we're bringing a knee up towards our chest, hands to meet the knee. Or again, we can just raise the knees, aiming to get them a little bit higher than hip height if we can. So again, we're working on those hip muscles, which a lot of the times we're sitting. It's quite nice again to stretch them out. Maybe they need a little bit of strengthening as well if we're sitting a lot of the time. But depending on the resistance of your band, will depend how this feels. So you can always play around with the bands. If you've only got light bands and you want more, you could double them up. If you've got a really thick band like this one, it's finding the positions that work better. So this is fine around my thighs. Around my ankles, it'll be a lot harder. Oh, nearly there. And pause. So there we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes using a long band and a short loopy band, building on our midlife strength, mobility, posture, all things that are going to help us carry on through midlife, do all the things we want to do. If you want more information or some more guidance, get in touch. Let's have a chat about the things that you're currently doing or you want to do for your health and fitness, and with that I can help you with that. On that note, have a super day. It's very grey, miserable first thing at the moment. Hopefully the sun will come out later. But have a good day, take care, and I'll see you on Friday for balance and strength. So I'll see you then. Toodaloo.